curbing my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail. On the big glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on you. Better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players. My folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em, glow. Them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em, glow. Stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get 'em, glow. Standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail. On the gang, glow. Yeah, glow.
Yeah, I'm one in a million. All right now. Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million.
busting raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting to just
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go now. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go.
Back to the well again. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Dumps it off to his running back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
Looking for a throw here. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Come on.
Give now to the running back. Moving on into the red zone. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it!
Well, that's going to take away a touch of that early momentum they built with the opening drive touchdown. And just as importantly here, blocking that extra point should give the offense a little boost as they come out for their first possession, looking to match touchdown for touchdown.
Tucker now on the return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a give left side. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the air, 3rd and long. Kelly there to bring it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
They go play action on 1st. And they bring him down around the 34. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Set up.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Let's go.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Working inside the red zone. Completed to his running back. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one here. Back to the bank in just a moment. Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying the right side. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The give here on 2nd. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on first down. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business this end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From midfield now. Caught by Flowers. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Hawk 70. Ready. Go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Ravens will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff now from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Set it. Ready.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll get it up to the 27. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Ravens with a 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's dropped just short of them. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
First down, and they go right back to him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Right up the gut. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. He's going deep this time. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now, so much for seeing a safety, Brock. Things have totally changed now on 1st and 10 across midfield. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hits his running back. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Pass play coming here. He puts some air under a deep throw. He's got it at the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Let's go. Track it, 60.
To throw it on 1st down. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
From the 16. He finds Kincaid. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
2nd down now, 7 to go. here's the one back on the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Gay's kick is good. And that trims the lead to just a couple.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They're throwing it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds past midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolf.
Throwing now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Check Bobcat, go!
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Aleem McNeil in on the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On the ready.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Hand the street. Ready?
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Ready?
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now.
They give it to him again. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Here we go.
Man in motion here. Back to the well again. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
Got it. Ready?
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, check that, check that. Let's go. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he drives this forward to the 6. A pickup of 4. That brings up 3rd and goal.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
18, Pioneer. Go.
Back now, pressure on its way. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push this to an 8-point game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
And we just witnessed right there, right? This is why they spend all the time on the practice field, because that 3rd phase of the game just picked up the other 2 phases. Heck, look at the entire sideline by keeping this a 1-score game. Hey, there's limited time and possessions remaining. That may have been a game-saving play to keep this deficit at a single score in just 8 points.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So 4th down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's the handoff. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
A give now from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Running it now out of the gun. Crosses midfield, still going. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens up by 8. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Returns looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught by his back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Throwing from the gun here. Completed to Flowers. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pass taken in by Kelly. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Working inside the red zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
18 Raptor, 19 Lion. Go!
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Completed over the middle. Breaks free in the center of the field. Can they catch him? At the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And he gets this one to go after a couple of misses already in this game. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Slot man motioned over. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed to his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. Still one more in their pocket to use. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing it again on second down. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again.